I'm growing a Movember moustache because we want to do something for our fellow men.
I would definitely say that at the first week especially, I was conscious of it. So I didn't want to beat anyone, but I didn't want to be the guy that had a scraggly moustache and everyone else had huge moustaches.
No, there was a handful of people that got the mickey taken out of them because they weren't able to really grow much hair.
So many people said it to me that I wouldn't be able to grow one and that it would be really embarrassing, that I thought that I'd get a lot of sponsorship if I actually went away and grew one then. No, I didn't have a specific design in mind for my moustache. It was when I considered it, this is about the only part of my face where hair grows, so I didn't have many options. Some of the lads have the things coming down the side and stuff like that, but I knew I wouldn't be able to grow anything like that, so I just went for the plain old across the top moustache.
When I started growing the moustache, I wanted normally to go for the handlebars, so the ones that go down, but pretty much everybody's doing them.
I kind of gone for the white trash special, you know, because you want to go for a moustache that kind of makes it clear that it's not something you would have every day. You're doing it for the month, for charity.
But Phelim has grown a full monkey tail on his face for the last month, and he's hairy. He's a hairy son of a bitch, so. I grew one down here first, so the very first day I had it right down, and I thought that was mutton chops, but mutton chops are actually the locks. I was telling everyone I had mutton chops and they were looking at me. But so I grew it down there. I don't know what you call it. It was a manfu or something, and then that started growing into my mouth, so I had to cut it up to the Magnum PID that you see today.
What I shaped it on was Wolverine, so I suppose I'm after getting that nickname since.
Especially with my hair growing really funny at the moment. I get Mullet Man. I get already Burt Reynolds. When I would be taller, they probably would call me Magnum.
Well, there's always the people out there who just want to look a bit more like Tom Selleck, I think.
But if I did look like Magnum, I wouldn't say that's a bad thing either.
The problem is, or the problem I found, is that I don't actually have a lot of growth in this area, so I've had to leave it grow quite long to try and give the impression that there's some hair there, whereas on one side there's like two hairs joining it up.
It's actually affecting my breathing. No, no, it's actually bad. You're laughing now. What's actually bad is at night I wake up and I can just feel it there, you know, I can just like, oh, get out of the way and then go back to sleep.
I find two problems with it. Number one is it gets really itchy around here and here, and then it gets itchy around the nose part, and that's really annoying, especially when you're breathing heavily.
Constantly checking it in the mirror to make sure it's okay, which has been gotten some funny looks, you know, when you're going into the bathroom and you're looking in to make sure it's clean. People think that you're admiring yourself, but I swear it's just to make sure that it's clean. That's it.
Don't eat pasta, or I wouldn't advise eating curry either.
You know, anything that kind of is a bit messy, spaghetti bolognese or anything, you're finding that it's all over the place, and that because you don't really feel it when you're wiping your hand off your face, then like it's still there, and it's been a bit of a nightmare that way.
I didn't get this experience now, but one of the lads, Donald, had a bad experience with crisps where he was still tasting smoky bacon off his moustache about 2 hours later.
I had no effect, no, so no food bothered me, no. But the people that it has affected, I reckon that if they watched on a regular basis, it wouldn't really affect them.
It definitely has influenced my life. Very first, my girlfriend calls me a toilet brush at the moment. It's not about the color, but it's more about she just doesn't like to get a kiss off me at the moment because it just scratches.
My girlfriend thinks it's great fun to rub her hands on my face and then just pull at the hairs really, really hard to see what happens, and you know, that's surprisingly painful. So
I don't think it's made one blind bit of difference. I don't even know if she noticed it, but she has never commented on it, or maybe because I'm the one who's always talking about it, so she doesn't get a chance. But no, she hasn't mentioned it, or it hasn't caused any problems.
No, not really, other than the fact that my wife now can't take anything I say seriously. but that's not that different to normal, so that's okay.
My fiancée hasn't really liked my moustache too much, but I'm a bit surprised by that because Ron Burgundy would always be one of my heroes, and he seemed to get a lot of attention with the ladies and did very well with the ladies, but Lorraine doesn't seem to be into the moustache at all.
I think it has changed my opinion of people who have a moustache all the time, or for real as you call it, which I don't know what that means. Fake moustaches as opposed to fake moustaches. The reason why is I can't stand it, and it's only been a month. The fact that it's constantly, it's just, it wasn't too bad at the start when it was shorter, and now it's getting longer. I noticed from before I've grown beards and stuff, but yeah, I've newfound respect for those people.
It's hard not to say that it's pervy, you know. That's the only thing that can come to mind. That, and I think it throws people back to the 70s for certain adult entertainers. You know, they have that kind of look about them, but I don't want to say too much about that.
It makes people look like a pervert, I suppose. I mean, not all people.
Yeah, I think everybody's even weirder than I thought they were, because walking around with this for a month is just, there's something wrong, really. There's a wanton people that want to grow a moustache. That's what I believe.
We don't do them anymore, really. It's rarely that you see a man running around with a mustache. It's mainly older men, your granddad maybe, or something like that. And then the usual late night entertainment program that is so famous from Germany.
I didn't have any opinion about people. It's kind of the thing where if you've met someone for the first time, they have a mustache, it's hard to picture them without a mustache. So, I mean, I don't judge people for having facial hair and that.
I don't know why people would want them, actually. Maybe just too lazy to shave, really.
Growing a moustache has changed me profoundly. It has done this in ways that I cannot fathom, and I cannot explain this live on camera.
Most men want to grow a moustache at some point in their life, I think, as well. There is a manly aspect to it.
Yeah, I think growing a moustache gives you your alter ego. You know, you can hide behind it for the month.
Yeah, it's a good cause, and you get to look like a creep for a full month, so.
December has to be gone. If it isn't gone, she's going to put Emac on it at night time, and she's going to wake me up with a minute's notification that I have to wash it off or burn.
Do I look like Ron Burgundy with my moustache?